Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 18 Week 12 BearCave games. We are back, we are live, another great week of SFA action is upon us. We had some great sim matchups this week, a lot of crazy results as we are on the road to conference championships, 3 weeks left. So welcome in everybody. If you don't know what this is, it's the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim an open team. You can set their playbooks, their schemes, recruit in the Discord, participate in the transfer portal, and build your way to a national championship. And as always, if you are watching live, make sure to use that Twitch Prime sub free with the linked account. You can also check out patreon.com/the SFA for more content. You can also check out our YouTube. Thanks for the gifted, Florida man. Welcome on in. Check out our YouTube. We've got all the SFA content over there, and including a brand new Dynasty on College Football 26. The Croakers and the Otters going head-to-head there. We have a new episode coming out Thursday and Friday this week as we are trying to get through Season 1. But today, we've got SFA action. Week 12, we got Dogwater here. We've got Mills. How about McKnight, baby? He was insane. You'll see my reaction, Bob Toledo, a little bit later, but I did enjoy your pitch there. Welcoming Coach Mike. Once again, thank you for the gifted, Florida man. So let's get on into it. As always, this is BearCave. It's the best 10 games of the week that are not game day. We'll jump in, sim to the end, and if the game's close, we'll watch play out. If not, we'll just move right along. It's going to be a long day here as we have a great game day for you guys as well in the Big 12 critical matchup. Another Gamara game day. 2 days in a row, Dogwater. I've had to watch stupid Garrett Gamara. But let's jump on into the first game. As always, make sure you participate in the polls and everything for raffle players, etc. But we are starting out in the Sun Belt as we've got Southern Miss, a perennial powerhouse here in the Sun Belt. They made the playoff like 3 of the last 4 years from the Sun Belt. Taking on Maximus Mays, his final year as a Hilltopper, taking on Southern Miss. How's everybody doing today? I feel great. I got my Graping Ghost. We are vibing. So this is a 9-point spread here. And Wind with a sub. Thank you, 29 months. An absolute beast, even though he doesn't support the Croakers. An absolute heathen over there. I help him with his grass, and this is how he repays me. This is how he repays me. Cheers for the Otters. All right, so are you going with Southern Miss, who is a 9-point favorite, or are you rocking with Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers? No Yui over there to build them up. It's just Maximus Mays. Can they get the upset? Thank you guys for jumping in on a Wednesday evening. Know everybody's super busy. But we have a full day of SFA action. We've got recruits later on. We've got BearCave. We've got Derby. A lot of people rocking the Tubi Sloot this week. All right. So let's jump on into it here. Number 13 in the nation. So we'll see what happens. 9-point spread. And then also we got my game to sim. I am not on BearCave, so me and Zax is a true sim matchup today. And remember guys, as we are on the road to conference championships, BearCave choices and game day choices will be more focused around divisional races. As remember, winning your conference championship gets you into the CFP. So here we go. Action from LT Smith Stadium. We'll always go heads and kick, of course. Oh, we also got some bits from Florida man. Thank you, Mr. Florida. Might end up moving to Florida here at some point. All right, here we go. Western Kentucky can't get on the board early. Southern Miss, their only loss was to Georgia Southern. Not looking good here early. First quarter goes to the Hilltoppers, but a quick score, and here comes Southern Miss. They've finally broken through. Can Maximus Mays respond? He ties it up right before half. Come on, Maximus. 21-14. Not like this. Southern Miss firing on all cylinders. And we go to the fourth quarter. Can they make it a game? Remember, we cannot jump in unless it's a one-possession matchup. And that's another touchdown for Southern Miss. This one is all but over unless we get a quick score here. There is a chance, and no. So that will do it. 35-21 is your score. That will be a Southern Miss cover to start the day. Pretty close cover nonetheless. So we'll pay you guys out. 83% of you guys were rocking with the Golden Eagles. So we got the SFA player Johnny Ward still at quarterback here for one more year. Looks like Maximus might have gotten hurt in this game. Johnny Ward, 18 of 32, 266 and 3 touchdowns. Pat Holt, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns himself. A lot of different guys carrying. Remember, this team does run triple option. 3 TFLs, 1 sack for Robert Hall. The interception to William Edwards. 4 deflections, 2 forced fumbles, so a lot of action here on the defensive end. Robert Hall. Western Kentucky, so Maximus only threw 2 passes before he left with injury, I guess, and Aaron Owens, the 77 overall freshman, they are in good hands. This is a good player. 19 of 41, I know it doesn't look good on paper, but that is a big-time get for them on the recruiting trail. So it looks like Western Kentucky should be decent for years to come. I know somebody did put Maximus as their Derby player, so unfortunately you are cooked, fried on that one today. So as always, got to get my players of the game. All game screenshots will be uploaded later to Discord. And also remember, guys, to be tracking your top 25 rankings and posting them. We only got 2 more weeks of user rankings. Might as well make your voices heard for the committee. But this is a cover for Southern Miss. All right, so an easy start here. And now we are going to the Conference USA, which everybody is locking in on the battle between Texas State and UTSA. They're going bar for bar, slime for slime. So we'll see Texas State first, one of 3 undefeated teams left. We saw North Carolina, number 1, win barely on the road against Notre Dame, and then Ohio State blew out Indiana. So North Texas, can they take down one of our 3 undefeateds left? It is pretty uncommon in the SFA these days to see an undefeated team, so we'll see if Coach Phi can get it done. Phi, if you're here, let me know, kick or receive. I did not see any jersey requests for you, so if you are here and you want a jersey, let me know. But this is a 6-point favorite for Texas State here at home. Remember, North Texas still has a fair amount of SFA players, so this isn't as crazy as a matchup as the records might indicate. So who are you rocking with? Tooby Sloot or North Texas and Axton Brasfield? Get your predictions in, folks. Thanks for the Bobanos Florida man. So Texas State, number 6 in the nation at this point. The shocker of the G5. They are the 3rd highest rated in the G5 this season, behind Fresno State and UNLV, who have both definitely underperformed this season. So I don't see Dogwater going heavy in on Texas State. So I don't see Coach Phi today, so we will jump in and just kick for him. Go with the base uniforms. So here we go, a massive matchup here in the Conference USA. Undefeated number 4 scoring offense, and the top defense in 3 of 4 categories. Look at this defense. Obviously, they're not facing the best competition, but they have some of the best linebackers in the nation. SFA players all over the place on this defense. Multiple 5 stars. The number 1 recruit from Season 16, Shondell Cook. This defense is incredible. This is probably the best group of 5 defense I've seen since the days of Buffalo and East Carolina. So you guys got to watch out for these Bobcats. So here we go, Bobcat Stadium. A lot of people have a ton on the line for Tubby Sloot. He was the most popular pick today on the Derby. Reminder, my pick this week is Addie McBuckets, the running back for LSU. So here we go, and 7-0 here for Texas State. Quick score. Not a lot happening for either side. Here comes Texas State again. Can they capitalize? Yes, they do. And, man, North Texas cannot do anything. They've not been across the 50 one time. They finally do something, but they're down 21. Texas State might be a wagon this year. Hold on, folks. Texas State, the Bobcats have come out of nowhere. Punch you right in the nose. Inside 7 minutes. Can North Texas do anything? They get one back. Okay, so for a team that gives up less than 10 points a game, North Texas is kind of cooking. Can they get another one? Yes, they do! Folks, we've got a game. Remember, we can jump in once we get inside 2 minutes. Here we go. Down by 7. North Texas has to get a stop. 3 timeouts left. 1 first down and the game is over. Blaze Hollister to the outside. He's tripped up. Reminder, folks, we have a ton of SFA players on this defense as well. So they've got to lock in. Can we see the ultimate comeback? It was 28-0 at one point, folks. Tubby Sloot with the carry. Oh, look at the fake. I think that was Shea Dickerson. What a move. He faked to the running back and went out to Tubby. 3rd and 11. Game on the line for the Mean Green. The Denton Fatties. Handoff, Blaze up the gut. He has a hole. He gets through it. He trips. Will they go for it? Decision time for Coach Phi. Does he trust Tubby Sloot, the Heisman hopeful? It's just weird saying that, but he is in the Heisman conversation. 4th and 5. Game on the line. Keeper for Tubby. He cuts and down he goes. North Texas will get a chance. North Texas has their chance. Here comes Axton Brasfield, George Gritty V. Against the best defense in the nation. Axton, he has time. He yams it deep down the left side. 2-on-1, incomplete. Allen was in coverage there. But what a comeback this has been for North Texas. Down 28 in the second quarter. They have stormed back. 3-man rush again. They pick it up. He yams it and down he goes. Sacked up the gut. It's Bianco Strickland, the SFA player. The transfer, I believe, from Troy. So 3rd and 17. One of the leaders in sacks is Bronson Rowe, and that's him. They dump it off to George Gritty, and it's 4th down. Game officially on the line here. They hurry it up. What is the call on 4th and 1,000,000? Brasfield drops back. He has time. He rolls right. He yams it deep. Oh, open man. It's George Gritty V. The drive continues. An absolute piss missile here for the Fatties. Here comes the Fatties. Gritty in motion. Brasfield again. He yams it deep. Floaty, 2-on-1. Incomplete. It almost had the legs. He got his hands on it. But Barker blew it up. 32 seconds in a dream. The absolute wobbler almost connected. Motion again for Gritty V. As time, floats it first and almost picked. Jason Allen, his second chance of the drive to end it. He jumped that route beautifully. He just couldn't finish the job. So 3rd and 10, 32 yards away. Brasfield steps up, yams it to the corner, 2-on-1 again. Incomplete at Shondale Cook. The number 1 prospect from season 16 makes the play. So 4th and 10 again. They converted last time. Can they do it again? Game on the line. Brasfield steps up, caught. He has to make a play. It's Gritty. He's on top. It's a first. It's a first. Oh, Gritty V. Gritty V. 10 seconds. Using the defender as a balance beam. Gets the first. He stretched. Who needs the stretch animations in 26 when you got him in 14? 12 seconds left. 2 chances at the end zone. Brasfield has time. Perfect pocket to the corner. It's caught. They got to hurry it up. Leon Mosby got close. You got to hurry it up. They're calling him out of bounds. I thought clock would continue to run. So maybe 2 plays. This could be it. Motion. What is the call? Brasfield has time. No! What are you doing, Brasfield? They're going the other way. It's going to end the game. It's Allen. He had 2 chances to do it earlier. He wasn't going to miss a third. Texas State stays perfect. Disaster for the Fatties. And with D Sleep down in Austin, it's the same old Fatties. Bad play call. Brasfield, the wide receiver screen wasn't open initially. Then the wheel route wasn't open from the slot man. So he went back down to the screen man. Incredible. Incredible decisions here. What a way to start BearCave today, folks. Texas State stays perfect. And just what a drive, though, by Gritty V, man. I cannot believe he got the first by being on top of the defender. That was insane. He needed animation help, and boy, he got it. So sometimes it's better to be lucky than good if you're Texas State. So look at the scoring summary. 28 unanswered to start. And then it was nothing but North Texas the rest of the way. So 2B Salute goes 11 for 25, 176, 2 touchdowns. Not a bad showing for those of you guys who had him in the Derby. That's 2 points. Hollister got 200 yards today. Lil Lachante also got into the end zone. Bianco Strickland. Imagine one of the best teams in the country, their star receiver is Little Lachante. Who would have thought? He's definitely one of my favorite teams this year. 3 picks, including Andres Yaslov, Fi's first ever recruit. And for Brasfield, 26 of 49, 342, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. They just couldn't run the ball at all today. Gritty V was an absolute dump truck there on the last drive. 3 tackles there for Jerry Johnson. The sack for the free safety. No interceptions for Tooby. And no fumbles. So 28-21 is your final. So that's actually going to be a cover, folks. The slight cover there. A beautiful line, if I don't say so myself. The majority of you guys did trust the Bobcats. So a lot of Bobinos there. So that is a Texas State cover. All right, next up we got UTSA going up against Tulane. So Dogwater back in action. 8-1 versus 7-2. Yep, and yeah, you can't afford a conference loss since your only loss was to Wisconsin, the best team in the nation. We'll see them in action later on. So this is a 5-point spread for UTSA today. On the road. Tulane on a bit of a losing streak after their murder at the hands of the Bobcats. So Dogwater, I believe you already put it in there. Yeah, all gray, heads and kick. Okay. Let's see what they're rocking. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. All right. So UTSA on the road. Spelling disaster. Did I mess up the poll? So here we go. UTSA and Tulane. This game, yeah, but you're undefeated in conference, so all you need to do is be within a game of Texas State. So you can afford one loss, but you want to get them all. Because remember, seeding as well. You don't want to be... Like, I think you have a chance if you get a home game. But if you're going on the road to, like, Auburn, you're toast. So you want to win these games because it will help your seeding. Like, a one-loss UTSA is going to probably get a home game. I think that's the entire game for G5s that win their conference. Like, sure, you might make it, but then you're gonna get creamed on the road. But if you're at home, I think you have a much better chance. Well, that was neutral site, Dogwater. That wasn't the road. So heads and kick for UTSA. Let's see if Rylan Warrenberg can do something today. You can see him right there. So to start it out, no score quite yet. A lot of penetration. Tulane strikes first. Oh no, not like this. UTSA. 14-0 right to the dome. They get a free possession and nothing but a quick score. And bam, tied up in the blink of an eye. Day Night with a rushing touchdown there at the end of it. We'll go to the third quarter, 14-14. Here comes UTSA, 21 unanswered. 28, man, they have completely opened the floodgates here. They're hanging in there, though. Tulane making this a game. And we are going to... go one play at a time. It's getting way too close here. Tulane does have the rock. We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark, assuming it stays within a score. Here comes Tulane. They could take the lead right here. 3rd and 6. And here we go. Inside the 10, down by 4. Tulane has a chance. Fakes the handoff, rolls left over the middle, open man down to the 5. Johnny Thomas on the tackle, got to watch out for him. We saw this Tulane team, they were killing Texas State in that first half, and then they fell off the map in the second. So offset eye here for the green wave. I guess it's a bit of a mean wave, but that's going to be a touchdown for Tulane right up the gut. Tulane will take the lead. So we've got a game here in Ullman. Number 15 on the ropes. How will Day Night respond? Caught by Warrenberg. Can he find some room? He gets to the 30. Mercury Morris having himself a ball game. 164 and a tutty. 31-28. Minute 53 on the clock. Day Night. Warrenberg top of the screen. Slutters the bottom. Bajango in the slot. Day has time. Jump pass into the dirt. Maybe some miscommunication, or he just got it away. He's 17 of 31 today. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Decent day for Day. Looking for Chris Ham on that one. You might have the most aura of all time in this wide receiver room. 2nd and 10 now. Day again. He steps up over the middle. It's caught. Warrenberg gets about 9. Clock continues to run. His 3rd catch of the ball game. So they're down to 2 timeouts, so cannot punt the ball here. Hand off to Mercury Morris to the edge. He's got to make a play, and he doesn't get it. 4th down for UTSA. As he breaks Sincere McCormick's record for all-time rushing yards. Let's go. Congratulations, Mercury. I don't think this is a celebratory moment, though. But we got split backs. Flavors in the game. What is the call? It's Day to throw it. He has a blitz. Down he goes. Down he goes. Tulane's going to win the game. Tulane with the top 25 upset. Now, they technically do have to get the first if they want to truly end this game. UTSA will have a chance with about 15 seconds left. We'll see what they decide to do on 3rd down, but another victory formation here. Just taking them further and further out of field goal range. Can this UTSA team find a way to generate a miracle? Dude, he's a freshman. He had a good game. What are you talking about? He's going to be fine. So what is the call here for Tulane? Are they just going to punt it back? No, they're bringing out the offense. So 4th down. So if this is not this is not a conversion, they'll be in yam range. Game is not over here for UTSA. 13-second difference. I don't see a 13-second play happening, so I think we will get some sort of a resolution here. What is the call for Tulane? How are they going to run this clock? Fakes handoff, play action, yams it over the middle. It's incomplete. Oh, he caught it, but he's short. I thought he dropped it. So that is huge. That brings them out of yam range. They're going to have to run 2 plays here. They got to get back in yam range. But UTSA has a chance. 11 seconds in a dream. If they can get a first down, they can yam it. Where is Warrenberg? Day Night yams it deep towards Warrenberg. He caught it! He got it! 27 for Warren. They've got to hurry it up. They're at the 50. They get 1 chance. 1 chance. 3 seconds in a dream. Warrenberg tiptoed in his Jordans. He gives Day Day a chance. Can Day Day come through? Or is it night-night for the Roadrunners? Day Day drops back. He has time. He yams it deep right side. It's short and incomplete. Triple zeros. The upset's complete. Down go the Roadrunners. What a first couple of games here on BearCave. Conference USA got 2 big-time spots, and they delivered in both. And that is a 2-lane outright victory. Bit of a shocker here today. 69% of you guys were rocking with the green wave, though. I don't think you'll drop out of being ranked, but definitely dropping a little bit. Tulane is still 8-2 as well, you know, so very stacked division this year. The 3 best teams are in your division. So if we're really saying who should be in the championship, should be probably Texas State and UTSA, but so down goes Yeoman. Warrenberg, he couldn't save the day. "69-yard run for Morris. Nice. Chris Ham, a 60-yard catch for Morris. Morris was cooking today. So Day Day goes 19-34, 336, 2 touchdowns, and Morris 165 in a score. Ham, Warrenberg, and Morris for 82. Vanderbrake and Elliott both had 11 tackles, 6 total TFLs, 2 sacks. No interceptions for Hurst. Let's go. So that's who you should be pointing the finger. No pick for Hurst, no W. Couple of forced fumbles. And that will do it. E.J. Johnson, 22-34, 283, and 3 touchdowns. Peterson, 179 and a score. 9 tackles, 2 TFLs for Robinson. He had the only sack. No interceptions on night tonight. And the fumble for Parham. So before we get on out of here, as always, we got to get our players of the game. So that is a 2-lane outright victory. It's Quentin Parker. Bit of a unique pick there. So we'll keep on chugging on this longer BearCave. We're only 3 games in, and we've had to jump in a lot of them here. And we will go out to the Pac-12, another critical matchup in this division. Arizona State and California. California currently the leader in the division. Another loss, though, completely opens the door to everybody else. So Arizona State, California, I don't think Ron is going to be here, but this is a pick'em for you guys. So who do you guys think wins this game? You rocking with ASU, or are you rocking with Cal? Start that prediction. So far, we have a Southern Miss cover, Texas State cover, and then a 2-lane outright victory over UTSA. So, two whatevers and then an upset. So we'll jump in with Arizona State and just do heads and kick as always. 6-3 versus 5-4. Arizona State, critical divisional matchup to get to bowl eligibility. Cal loses another. They are in trouble in the division. It opens it up to teams like USC, Stanford, Arizona. How about Bryce Beers returning from injury and laying the wood today? So here we go. And 3 points early on for Arizona State. They take the lead. They add another. So defense doing well on both sides. Cal scores a touchdown, and they extend it. Arizona scores. They can't tie it up, and they take the lead. 19-17 here at half. We've got a very nice one brewing. Only 2 points separate them. Long drive there for Arizona State. And a field goal for both. So fourth quarter, still a 2-point game. 29-20 now. That is huge. It's a 2-score game. They get one right back. We're going to go one play at a time here. And some sort of a backwards thing. And Cal takes the lead. Can Arizona State fight back? They are down 5. First time they've been losing all day long. They're going backwards. It's 34-29. They've got to get a stop now. So here we go at 3rd and inches. Can Arizona State get off the field? It's their best chance here. They're down by 5. This is a call for California. The delay. Givey gets it with ease. So one more first down. It should end the game here for California and would potentially clinch the division. They'll have one more divisional game they'll have to win. Split backs here for the Golden Bears. Hand off to the outside. He's stuffed. Down he goes. They have their chance here. They got to get these stops. They're behind the line to gain. 2nd and 13. Still in the shotgun here for Mark Cooper. It's a keeper here for Cal. He has room to the outside. He stiffies a defender. Oh, and he trips on his own 2 feet. He had the chance to end the game, and he tripped. Completely ruined his own stiff arm. So 3rd and 13. Empty set. Arizona State looking for a chance. To the boundary. It's caught, but he goes out of bounds. What a mistake for Cal. They could have gotten this inside 50 seconds. Instead, they'll have a whole minute 30. Disaster for California. So the 41-yard field goal coming on out to make it an 8-point game. Kick is up, and that's no good. So blunder after blunder here for California. ASU has the door wide open. 1:24, no timeouts. Touchdown wins it. They open the door. Will you walk through it? Hal dumps it off there, and they'll get a couple, but you got to start stretching the field here. But they have way more time than they thought, so they can afford to take some dump-offs here and there. Is Chris Howell. That's a first down. That stops the clock. Oh, he gets a block. He breaks a tackle. They're at the 50. Jeff Pearson, 19 yards. Here come the Sun Devils. They're at the 50. 4 to the right-hand side. Clock's running. We're inside a minute. Hal has time. Floats it down the seam. Open man! Open man! 34 on the dome. A beautiful floaty down the seam. 50 seconds left. ASU dumps it off. He goes out of bounds. But they've got to score a touchdown. They've got to get into the end zone, and you don't want to leave too much time for Cal. They have all 3 of those timeouts. Pistol form. Trips to the right. Hal drops back. Plenty of time. Yams it to the end zone. Open man. Touchdown ASU. They take the lead. Insanity here! And they'll go for 2. They will go for 2 to make it a field goal game. He does not get it. So Cal has 44 seconds, 3 timeouts, and a chance to win. But they already goofed up their chance with the turf monster going out of bounds and also the missed field goal. Can they finally lock in here? Like I said, a win here today would pretty much lock up the division. And a chance at the CFP. They haven't been to the CFP in quite a few years. One of the winningest programs in SFA history. No titles. 39 seconds. Drops back Cooper over the middle. It's caught. That'll be a first down and more. Eric Freeman gets 13. 34 seconds in a dream. They did not use the timeout. Clock is ticking. Cooper with the adjustment. They're at the 40. Plenty of time coming off the clock. Cooper yams it deep and caught on the sideline. They're almost a field goal range. What a tiptoe from Eric Freeman. So 25 seconds here in all of their timeouts. Is ASU going to fold it now? Picks up the corner blitz, dumps that off. They get just a little bit closer. It's a 53-yarder from here. Can they get a little bit closer? They missed the 42-yarder earlier. 4 wide. 20 seconds left. It's Cooper again. Floats that short. That's caught. A first down. Closer they get. A 45-yarder now. 16 seconds left. Motion man. What is the call for Coach Ron? The delay give, the yam, out of bounds. 13 seconds. Another game coming down to the wire. A great start to the BearCave action. From the 29, trips to the left-hand side. 4-man rush. He has the time. Yams it left. Wide open man. They're close. They're close. Down he goes. 6 seconds left. And here comes the field goal unit. So to win the game, a 36-yarder from left hash. Can Cal do it? The kick gets up and good! They take the lead right back, but there's 3 seconds left. Does ASU have a miracle? Does ASU have a miracle? Oh, he got through one. I thought that was it. I thought it was it, but triple zeros. California gets it done. What a game here in the push game of the week. 17% of you guys rocked with California. Congratulations. That is a Cal outright victory, folks. So they are in the driver's seat to lock up the division. They almost blew it, but the offense clutched up there at the end. But let's be honest, it doesn't matter who wins the division. They're not beating Washington. Washington is once again an absolute wagon this year. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. Why am I getting the people's elbow from the top rope? And also, how are you giving me the people's elbow from the top rope? You got to hit the ropes and run around, right? Like The Rock does? Not making sense there, Nathan. So still a lot of action coming here on BearCave, and we still got Texas Tech and Baylor. That will be a smoke show of a game, of course. So here is the scoring summary. Crazy second and fourth quarter. Chris Howell, 21 of 39, 307, 3 touchdowns, 143 on the ground for Horn, and a tutty as well. 2 touchdowns for Steven Smith. And on defense, 2 TFLs, no sacks on the day, no interceptions, 2 deflections, and no fumbles. For California, Cooper goes 28 of 53, 365, and 3 touchdowns as well. Bryce Coley, 55 yards and a touchdown. Mathis has 1. They get 3 total. Hubbard leads the way in tackles. 3 TFLs for Matthews, 4 total sacks, no interceptions, 1 deflection for Matt James, and he also got a fumble. See, Nathan, I told you had a good quarterback. You've gotten some nice wins this year. You're building. You're improving year by year, right? That's what it's about. You just got to sink your teeth into a program and build them up. There's no one-year fixes. Jay Jettas tried it last year. Did not succeed, right? So that is a Cal outright for those of you guys following along at home, as we continue the BearCave slate. We are now going out to the SEC, where one of the surprises of the season, Mississippi State, currently the leader of the division here in the SEC. At 5-4, LSU right behind them, trying to get right back up in there. We got a wiggly line here. This is a 14-point favorite for LSU. But can Mississippi State keep proving everybody wrong? I have got Addy McBuckets in this game for my Derby pick. Currently leading the Derby. Let's go. So get those Bobanos in. No llama here right now, so nothing to look at in terms of jerseys. Just looking for another upset. There's no way to get off BC in Week 14 unless you get game day. All Week 14 games are for division titles and division impacting games, right? So let's jump on into it. Mississippi State, what can they do? We think the other division will win the SEC again this year. Between, Tennessee, Auburn, that game's coming up a little bit later, but Mississippi State been looking good this year. Currently 5-4 as they go on the road to Death Valley. LaVello Blackley, his senior year, the former #1 quarterback in his class. I believe that was season 14. So fans chanting for LSU, who currently are head coachless. Many people linking Mushbrain or Zach even, maybe Cryo to these SEC jobs. Interesting landing place for sure. As a quick strike for LSU. Mississippi State responds, though. 14-7 for the Tigers after 1, and they get another. Oh, here comes LSU. They are exploding on the scene today. Here we go. 35-14 at the break. Can Mississippi State fight back? Down 21. It's 42-14. It's not looking good here for the Bulldogs, as we are just going to sim to the end of the game, as this is a splattering in Death Valley. 49-21 will be your final. That is an absolute smoke show. That is an LSU cover. Thanks for coming out, Mississippi State. Fun while it lasted. So as you look at the scoring summary, McBuckets gets into the end zone at least once. We'll take it. Always nice to get a point. Manny Roberts, the redshirt senior, 13-34, 188, 2 touchdowns, not over the Concepcion line. They really couldn't run the ball here today. Dudley was the only good receiver. Evans, 10 tackles. Wolf with 4 TFLs, 1 sack for Wolf as well. And for LSU, we got Scott Stanford getting to the game, but Lavello Blackley, 25 of 32, 326 and 3 touchdowns. McBuckets gets a score. Preston Brown got into the game. Lavello had 2 on the ground. That's sickening. And 1 for Bowie. A lot of different guys got TFLs. 1 sack on the day. No interceptions. 4 deflections. No fumbles. So pretty clean game here today. It was just LSU exploded. So the teams you'd expect, LSU and Arkansas, both won this week. We'll see how that impacts this race going forward. Definitely some good teams in this division. They've just underperformed so far this year. But yeah, that is an LSU cover pretty easily. Kind of what we expected, but you got to give these gem of a team that have great starts a chance here on BearCave. And now we'll go to the Patreon Game of the Week. Remember, guys, if you guys want to join Patreon for more content and get your teams on BearCave more and watch party, check out patreon.com/the SFA. Also, shout out to our friends at Home Field Apparel, 15% off with your first purchase. All right, so let's get on into this one. This is an East Carolina 3-point favorite. It's been a down year for Georgia Tech. I don't know what's been going wrong here for Coach Mike. It's just one of those years. He had 1 year before that was just killed by injuries. But this year, it's just been killed by tough circumstances. Lost to UNC on the 1 or on a 2-point conversion. And then last week was a disaster against Florida State. So we'll see if they can upset number 8 East Carolina this week. Coach Mike always wants heads and receive, and then he did want the black watch today. Let me just confirm, yes he did. So just make sure East Carolina will have them where they're away. And we'll have you in, where is the black watch? Of course I gotta go do it manually. Alright, so let's get into the game. So 3-point favorite for East Carolina. Trying to keep pace in the division with FSU. As we've got rain. Yeah, you have had some injuries this year as well, but I don't think those were the driving factor this year so far. Like Schlongbaum, of course, it hurts a starting lineman, but you normally have good depth there. But we've got rain, normally good for the triple option offense. Actually, maybe not. So heads and receive. They will. All right. So can they get off to a good start today? Struggling to get bowl eligibility this week. Or this season, I guess. Georgia Tech scores first. They've got to have a great showing these last couple of weeks. Because 6-6 will probably not get you a bowl game. They've got to win out. They got to go through ECU, a former big-time rival. And that's 21 unanswered, but they add a field goal at the end of the half. Can Georgia Tech come back? Oh, it's not looking great. Down 11. They can't get a stop on defense. Where is the defense? No defense to speak of. It's 42-20. We've never seen this kind of lack of defense from Georgia Tech. They finally get a stop, but is it too late? We got to see Kai Oyama go crazy here. And they throw it away. That should end the game. 42-27. The disastrous season continues for Tech fans. 42-27 is your final. East Carolina with the cover. Tough to see. We'll see if the Georgia Tech AD agrees with this season and gives Mike another chance at the helm. This Chris Gaines guy, dude, he's elite. He's in the Heisman hunt. Rodney Rose threw a pass today, but Kai, he went 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Running the ball, Trey Hunter. Kai Oyama had 45. Not the worst day in the world. I mean, 28 points is fairly decent. But the defense got to find out a way to stop 42 points. 4 TFLs for Steele today. 1 total sack. No picks from the D. 1 deflection from Reed Nakamoto. 2 fumbles. Only got 1. Can't really see a problem there. Edwin Williams gets 3 touchdowns through the air. 300 yards. They could not stop Gaines. I mean, under 5 a carry is actually not the worst. He did have 2 touchdowns. 3 through the air for Chris Gaines. So, coming out the backfield, he was pretty good. 12 tackles for Austin. 7 total TFLs. 1 sack. 2 interceptions. No deflections. And that will do it. Alright, now it's time to do what nobody wants to do, is sim their game versus Nebraska. Let me get my players of the week here. Georgia Tech, or that's an East Carolina cover. Did I pay you guys out? Wait, was ECU the favorite? Yeah, they were. I messed it up, but whatever. Okay. There wasn't many Bobanos in there. Alright, so we have 4 great games remaining. Then we have game day. But, as always, with my return to coaching, if I'm not on game day and I'm not on BearCave and I'm not on Watch Party, I sim my game live. No idea what the result is. Of course, I am a user team, so it sims it at the moment. So we already took down UTSA once this year. Can we take down Coach Zach and Nebraska in the sim? Come on, baby. Give me the sim luck. We're trying to get to a bowl game. Trying to get to that 7-win mark, and it's not going to happen. A massive performance here from the past game from Shu Okani, Vondale Bronco. We tried our best, but man, they were cooking us here tonight. So we go down to 4-6. Not the worst, you know. This was I think a 1-11 team last year that I took over. So already some decent improvement just with the playbook changes. But I'll get my screenshots so that I don't forget to post this game like I always do. 800 yards for Nebraska. That is sickening. What happened to the team I loved? Hunter got 200 yards through the air. I'll take that. But 576 yards for Shu. Is he back? Are they striking when the iron is hot? Who's to say? And now we're going to a very interesting matchup. American versus Independent. Boston College looking like they might have their chance at a playoff bid if they can win their final 2 or 3 games. This is a big non-conference one. This would really help with the seeding if they could win this one at home. Very evenly matched game. Boston College is a 3-point favorite. Can Coach Rosie take down Boston College? This is also, I believe, a rivalry game. So, BC, are you going with -3? They've kind of come out of nowhere. Or are you rocking with the orange and Coach Rosie? Let me know what you got, what you think. Rosie, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. The problem for Mills is he needed to give them progression because he had a terrible offense last year, like 74 overall. Like, it's still not good, right? It's only a 79, but it allowed the defense to become elite. Anything 87, 86, and higher is national championship possible, pretty much. So 88 defense is a national championship level defense. It can get you there. So, you know, the offense isn't all that great. But yeah, just for you guys building a team and looking at your overalls and judging what, you know, is it realistic for me to make a run? Normally we see, we've only, out of the 18 seasons we've had and the 11 seasons on this game, only 2 teams out of the 22 representatives, or 20 representatives, have been lower than an 86 overall. So that's kind of your mark you want to get to, is 86, and then you have a chance. But let's jump on into it. Welcoming Coach Moon. Yeah, I mean, just the way Mills builds teams, it's all defense. So, you know, it's his own problem. But it's funny that he always quits on a team, and then here they are, pretty good. I mean, boy, Boston College, they've made the playoff a couple of times in this era. I think they've made it twice. So, there are no slouch here in the SFA. No, that Buffalo team was well over that mark. The only 2 teams that have ever made it to the Natty was the Georgia State, or the Georgia Southern team. They were 79 overall. That's the lowest we've ever seen, but that was the craziest mark of all time. And then the Nebraska team that was like 8-5 and had the miraculous run from the regular season where Iowa State pitched it backwards and they lost the division, allowed Nebraska to win out. And then they got smoked by Buffalo. They were an 84 overall. So those are the only 2, like, those are the 2 Cinderella teams, and I'm doing like air quotes. Definitely that Georgia Southern team, that was just impeccable. All right, so we'll go heads and kick, as I don't see Coach Rosie in the chat. But a big-time matchup. A lot on the line for both teams. Obviously non-conference, but in terms of seeding and potential CFP, this could be a game that decides who gets home, who gets away, right? So, quick 10-0 start for Syracuse. They are doming them. Sammy Andro down the gut. Boston College doing nothing on the offensive side. 27-0! Syracuse giving it to the Eagles. 27-7. Are we going to see a reverse, a blow-up like we did in the Texas State game? No, Syracuse does score. So it's looking like this one is all but over. Boy, Boston College not out of the hunt yet. The Independents, with Notre Dame losing, Boston College is their only hope left. Now, they just scored, and this is no good. It gives Boston College a chance. Can they score quickly? Remember, we can't jump in unless it's a one-score game, and that is a sack. And that should do it. Syracuse should win this game, and that will do it. Exclamation point for Sammy Andro. 41-21 is your final. Unless, yep, there it is. So here is the scoring summary. 20-point win here for Syracuse. That is big for them. Boston College drops to their 3rd loss. Jason Handy, 56 pass attempts, 460 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, only 54 yards for Andro, but 93 yards through the air. Man, look at that. Hog Stallions, 6 pancakes. 2 TFLs for Johnson. 2 total sacks, no interceptions. A lot of deflections, and the fumble for Scott Johnson. Paris Holloway, that's an elite name. 72 overall quarterback, my God. 14 of 35, 247 and a touchdown. Timothy Stevenson, the SFA player, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, they need some help on offense. This would be a great team if they just had an average offense here. 2 sacks for Ryan Young, no interceptions. 4 deflections, 2 forced fumbles. They got them both, but it did not matter. So what was that? That was a Boston College? No, that's a Syracuse outright. For those of you guys scoring at home, I'll get my players of the game. Poor guy's named Himothy. 56 pass attempts. That's probably not sustainable long term for Coach Rosie, but we'll take it here today. So 44% of the money went on Syracuse. Welcome in Coach Cam here for the Beanie Babies game. Two teams have had just weird years. Illinois did not start out too hot. They've kind of hit the iron lately. And then 2 years in a row here for Coach Tribe. A great start, and then they just piss their pants and lose out. So, very interesting matchup here. Winner of this probably gets into the back half of the top 25. Loser is out. So, Florida is a 4-point favorite. So, who are you rocking with? Are you rocking with the Gators? Or are you rocking with the Beanie Babies? Get that poll out. I know Cam, he wanted a bit of an intimidation tactic here in the swamp. He wants to go all orange everything. Mess with the crowd, I guess. Tribe, if you're here, let me know if you want a specific jersey or anything. Let's go white on the bottom if they don't have orange. Yes, ECU did win it. If you guys are just joining us, Southern Miss cover, Texas State cover, Tulane outright, Cal outright, LSU cover, ECU cover, and a Syracuse outright. And Nebraska absolutely obliterated the Wisconsin Baddies. Dogwater, you are very, very dramatic. Imagine me. Get domed by Nebraska. Everybody hates the Croakers. Stupid Otters. Ruining my vibes. Make sure you check out the new Dynasty. We're blitzing through year 1 so we can start a crazy year 2. Oh yeah, I beat you. Ha ha ha, dumbass. So here come the Beanie Babies into the swamp. Will the Gators chew them up and spit them out, or will they choke on the Beanie Babies and die a painful death? Here we go. Heads and receive for Cam. Look at the orange. Looks beautiful. Last time Illinois was this far south, they were getting smoked by Alabama in the round 1 of the playoffs. While Dogwater was crying in the citrus. So here we go. 3-point lead for Illinois. And what a first quarter for Illinois. They are cooking a 3-point lead, and they keep it. Florida finally scores. What is going on with this Kareem Paul offense? They finally score a touchdown. The explosiveness of this team. And still, they just keep stalling out no man's land. We got a tie game as we enter the 4th quarter. The Beanie Babies are hanging tough. The Beanie Babies, they missed the field goal. Emmanuel Dogby couldn't put it through the wickets. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left for the Florida Gators. We'll jump in at that 2-minute mark, of course. Critical non-conference game for both teams. They are just running it right down their throat. Touchdown, Gators. Here comes Illinois. We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark. 3rd and 1 at their own 37. Almost empty set here. Motion for Arlo McKeever. It's Scotty Bean. He yams open man, and he gets it. Brought down by Raven Roebuck, the SFA player. That's Brandon Forte. So Scotty Bean, 13 of 24. They're across the 50. They need a touchdown. Backwards. There goes Scotty. He finds a hole. Oh my God, he got killed. The Bean just got CTE. Second and 7. Yams it deep. Another hit to Brandon Forte for 12. Mango, you are, I believe, up next. Yeah, you're up next. Minute 25 left. Can the Beanie Babies do the impossible? Scotty Bean, he takes off again. Oh, look at the move. Puts the foot in the ground and he slides. Time is ticking. Still 3 timeouts. Will Illinois go for 2? Gotta say, the Swamp's pretty damn quiet here. The Gators are scared of the Bean. The Legumes. 2nd and 3 over the middle. Another catch. This time it's Nigel Cunningham. He's inside the 10. The Beanie Babies are creeping up. Dun 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 dun. Go Bean. Hand off to Arlo McKeever. He had a standout performance on game day a couple of weeks ago as he goes down, or maybe that was last week. Go Gators. I absolutely love that. Love that chant. I don't really like the school, but love that chant. As Scotty Bean drops back, he takes off there, trying to contain the Bean, and he can't. He gets 3 yards, 3rd and 5. We're inside a minute. Florida using those timeouts here, trying to give themselves some time. At the 5, split eye. Takes the handoff, play action. Oh, nice pick up there from the right guard, and he just tosses it away. It all comes down to this. Fourth and 5, game on the line. The Beanie Babies. Scotty, over, touchdown, Carlos James. Incredible job. Now, will they go for 2? No, they won't. They bring out Dogby to tie it up. 17 all, folks. It's been a very nice Bear Cave so far. They will bring this out. That's Roderick Black, the running back. Oh, he has room to the right side. Breaks a tackle. He gets the edge. Up to the 47. 32 seconds. No timeouts. They are in yam range for Kareem Paul. When this man is healthy, he is arguably the best quarterback in the nation. He's out there now. Dambo Dinkins, bottom of the screen. Kareem dumps it, intercepted! It's going the other way! The Beanie Babies might just steal it in the swamp! What a read! It's Wilkerson! What a crazy play from Illinois! The Beanie Babies! Can they get in range for Dogby? Scotty Bean dumps it off. Oh, they are close. They have 3 timeouts. Everything's coming up, Bean. Raven Roebuck, 12 tackles. Can Florida somehow bail themselves out? The handoff, Arlo McKeever. He's just trying to get closer here. 17 seconds. Insanity here on Bear Cave. The swamp is absolutely silent. You could drop a bean and everyone would hear it. So how low will they take this down? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, guys. This is getting... Oh, my God! Not like this! They're running a play! No, Scotty, no! Go, triple zeros! It doesn't... He slid! He slid! We got OT! We got OT! Scotty Bean! What are you doing? Disaster here for Bean! All right. All right, Cam. Heads and oh my God, I can't believe it. Scotty Bean wanted to do it himself. He didn't know what the clock said. Oh no, just disaster is here from Illinois. So now they get the ball in OT. Maybe Dog B's hurt. Maybe Fogel Climax is hurt and they can't kick a field goal. You know? I'm not sure what's happening. 2nd and 7. Gotta just have that fall off your back. Same thing happened to Wisconsin. And we ended up winning. Quick option. Oh, the hurdle from Bean! Oh, no. It is not looking good for Illinois. This is just one of those moments, man, that only probably Georgia Tech this year can feel for. Tough look here for Illinois if this doesn't work. Bean drops back. He has the time, floats it. That's an open man. Hayden's got to fight. He gets it! He might have lost a foot, but he got it. What a bear cave this has been, and we've still got games. We got 2 more after this. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. So we're inside the 15. All out blitz. It's Scotty. He keeps it. He's all alone. 1 man to beat, and they bring him down. Ken Bowser saves the tutty. 2nd and 3. Just an insane game here. Empty set for Scotty. It's a QB keeper. He moves, he pushes, and he goes down. 3rd and 2. Croker content comes out tomorrow and Friday. Third and 2. Motion for Forte. It's a keeper for Scotty. He has room. He cuts upfield. Touchdown, Scotty. He hit the Heisman pose on his way in. Blood hit the Heisman pose. Just an insane sequence here as we check in, and Notre Dame almost got the better of North Carolina, but they stay unblemished. So can Illinois win the game? Anything short of a touchdown is a Beanie Baby masterclass. Kareem Paul. Kareem steps up. Yams it deep, incomplete. Nealon Mack in the area. Guys got to remember, yeah, he threw a pick, but Kareem Paul, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Trips to the right side. He is the Justin Herbert of the SFA, the what-if quarterback. Can he make that what-if reality? Broken tackles. Oh, look at Roderick Black. 3 tackles, it don't matter. Five wide. Kareem Paul, corner blitz, yams it to the corner, down he goes. Alvin Cornett, the SFA player, 4 yards. Are we going to see a long OT game? 4 wide for Kareem. The swamp is silent. Letting him go to work. Triple option. Little Mahezi. Oh my god, that should have been a fumble. How did he hang on? Chris Scales almost won them the game. Alvin Cornett, the catch of the century there to save it. 3rd and 11. Trips right here for Kareem. Everybody saying he's ass on Twitter. 4-man rush. Yams it to the corner and intercepted! That's gonna do it! It's Abdul Smallwood, the SFA player. Illinois wins it here. They almost choked, but they secure the W in the swamp. Congratulations, Cam. What a win. And that is a Illinois outright victory, folks. Illinois bailed out. No, yeah, Florida had fallen off a map. They were like 5-0 or something like that. I liked the vibe, but that wasn't the move. He wasn't open. So 2 egregious interceptions for Kareem Paul to close the game. So 24-17. Dambo Dinkins gets into the end zone. Arlo McKeever threw 2 passes today. Bean goes 18 of 30, 213, and 2 touchdowns. McKeever 126. Bean had 58. Greenway the most catches. Most yards to Cunningham. Most touchdowns to Carlos James. 2 sacks given up by Gunter Tall. A lot of TFLs. 2 sacks on the day. The interceptions to Wilkerson and Smallwood. No deflections. No fumbles here for Illinois, but they got it done. Kareem Paul, 21 of 33, 238, 1 touchdown, and those 2 interceptions we saw live. Running the ball, 84 yards in the tutty for Roderick Black. Dambo Dinkins gets into the end zone. Jamar Cotton had 54 yards. Raven Roebuck, 14 tackles, 4 TFLs for Hines. They did have 5 total sacks today, but it wasn't enough to contain the Bean. Michael Violet had a fumble, the SFA player. And that will do it. So we got 2 games left here on this BearCave. We still got a full game day coming up for you guys from the Big 12. Remember, all VODs will be available later on tonight. We got recruits tonight. Highlights from game day available tomorrow. We have a Croakers episode tomorrow, a full game episode. And that is Illinois outright. All right, we continue on, and we got a clash in the Big Ten. Michigan and Penn State. Michigan all of a sudden has woken up the last couple of weeks. Coach Mango, 6-3, 4-1 in conference. Penn State 4-2. So both trying to keep pace with Ohio State, who is undefeated. So Mango, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive since you are here. Penn State and Coach Dave wants standard jerseys, and it's a 5-point favorite for Michigan. So you rocking with Michigan and Coach Mango, Stinky Mango, or you rocking with Levi Cazzaroni and Coach Dave? Get your Bobanos in. Poor Penn State has gotten hit by a slew of injuries, including Koala Cruz, who's out for pretty much the remainder of the season. The Dolores River Otter. Reminder, guys, pretty much all of the reward players and and probably some rejects will end up coming from that Croaker series. So it is going to be an integral part of the SFA ecosystem. So you should check it out every once in a while at least. The Blue Court Kingsmen. Really just Navy football. So here we go. I mean, he's only, I think, a sophomore, Dogwater. Like, he's still pretty good. He's starter on Penn State. Oh, you got new jerseys? Snow here in Happy Valley, folks. College Station. Some say the epicenter of college football. The middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. You should have recruited him, dummy. But look at this. Both trying to keep pace with Ohio State, of course. Big time game here in second place. Happy Valley, more like Sad Valley. But Dogwater, you know what's crazy? Koala Cruz, he plays in Beaver Stadium. Mango, heads or tails, kick or receive. He says, tails to receive. Okay. We are Penn State. So here we go. Coach Dave. Quick strike for the Nittany Lions. But man, Mango, man, they scored like 73 last week. This Michigan team can score in bunches the last couple of years when they are hitting on all cylinders. Gotta watch out. 21 early on as we hit halftime. Can Penn State claw back here? Not looking good. They're down 18. They keep stalling out. They get one back. Down 11. They have a chance. Gotta get a stop. They don't. Not looking good for Penn State here. Come on, Kazaruni. Not like this. Biff Biggles. Biff Biggles. And that will do it. Michigan wins it. It's a cover. Congratulations, Coach Mango. So here is a look. Biff Biggles gets into the end zone. Coulter as well. Biggles twice. Levi Kazaruni. John Hodges, 24-39, 252, 3 touchdowns. Biff Biggles, 87 yards and a score. He also added one through the air. Meatball, the junior, 4 TFLs and a sack today for the bowling ball. The interception for Derek O'Connell. Max Stafford gets a deflection. Mango, you recruited him from Colorado, and you said, he'll rot on my depth chart, but now he's playing. Levi Kazaruni, 11 for 21, 121 and a pick for the redshirt senior. Just not a very good day for this team. They had a good start, but great offensive line. They've just suffered probably too many injuries this season. So it looks like if they need to get themselves to a bowl game here is kind of what Dave is tasked with. 38-17, so the game is going to be insanely important. Ohio State could really lock up one of those at-large spots if they lose to Michigan. So a lot of people will probably be cheering for Ohio State in that game so that you don't get a bid stealer. That is a Michigan cover. So we got one more game here on the BearCave slate. The main event. For all the Bobanos down south, arguably the winner of this game will win the SEC. It's the stronger division. Florida's already out of the race. Winner of this has pretty much control of the SEC in their division. Probably will get an easy matchup in the championship game. So, massive, massive game here for both Nick and Cabbage. Nick, since you are the away team, you get heads and tails, kick or receive. Let me know. Get priority. This is a 3-point favorite for the road team, shockingly enough. One of the best defenses, actually the best defense in the nation on paper. So are you rocking with Tennessee at -3 or Bourbon Boozin', your reigning Heisman winner? You rocking with the semifinalist Thad Mooney as well. This is for all the marbles. Yeah, I think Nick's here. He was participating in the Bob and I polls earlier. So a massive main event here in the SEC. Michigan is back apparently at what, 7-4 or 7-3. Congratulations, Mango. Mango has just lost his aura ever since I domed him in the Cotton Bowl with East Carolina. No JT red wine, and he's cooked. All right, let's jump on into the game. We'll get into game day a little bit later on. Oh no! If you bid and you lose the poll win, you're cooked. It goes into the void. It goes to the house. So you lost. You're always facing at least the house over here. Me and my infinite Bobanos would love your 100. I wonder, can I give Bobanos? I don't know how to do that, but... So here we go. The 5-12 matchup. Jordan Hare, a packed house. I don't see any Nick text, so we're going heads in kick. 3-point favorite. War damn Eagle. Can they get a massive, massive win? Missed extra point for Tennessee. That's the difference. They score again. Long Slug gets the fumble. 14-13 here. 21-13 now. Auburn takes the lead. Remember, the whole problem with Tennessee this year, they have two of the best running backs in the country and the best defense, but their quarterback is absolutely mid. They're down by 1. Still, the difference in this game is the missed extra point. We're going to go one play at a time here. We don't want to miss out on any action. Here comes Auburn. It's intercepted. Jaleel Clark, the SFA player, brings it home. And an instant touchdown for Tennessee. Jordan Hare is silent. They don't get the extra point again. 2 missed extra points here. Here comes Auburn. Can they fight back? A penalty on the defense, and that's 24 yards and a tutty for Auburn. They're going to go for 2, and it's good. So a field goal lead. And a quick tutty! Oh, it's Benji Brown, the 99-yard return. Auburn is sick. Who needs a quarterback when you got the 2 best running backs in the nation? Dennis Martell and Benji Brown absolutely toasted. It's 4th and 17 as we jump on in, down by 4 for Auburn. What an insane final couple minutes this is. Auburn's got to rely on the defenses. Benji Brown, can he do it again? So a first down should end the game here. Disaster for Auburn. So a first down wins the game. Marquise Hampton. You know where I go when we're dancing. Handshakes in the Hamptons. And getting drunk in a mansion with you. All right, 40-36. First down wins it. Dennis Martell in the backfield. The Auburn Tigers, the handoff and a convoy. There it is. Dennis Martell. I think they got one chance here, maybe. They'll have like 20 seconds left. So, yeah, one chance since they maintain one timeout. Shotgun again. Handoff up the gut, broken tackle. He's spin down after 4. Cabbage cannot believe it. Can they find a way? They were in the semifinal last year. Still on track to get into the playoff, but they desperately need to win this game to get that auto bid. Dennis Martell, down he goes. So it all comes down to this. 3rd and 5 for the Volunteers. They're going empty with Hampton, so they're going to win it or lose it through the air here. Will we see another stoppage, or can they run the clock? Running the clock will give Auburn maybe like 15 seconds with the ball. What is the call for Coach Nick? Hampton over the middle, it's short! Clock continues to run, but it was short. Fortinal did not quite get past the line to gain, so they will take a field goal to go up 7. He's missed 2 extra points here today. They'll run the clock as much as possible, so Auburn will get their chance. 20-ish seconds in a dream to tie the game. So 34 yards from center field to go up 7. The kick is no good. Another miss. Oh, this kicker is not cooking tonight. And that actually might be more beneficial as they don't give him the chance at the kickoff return. But now a touchdown wins the game for Auburn. Thad Mooney drops back over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. He was aiming behind him. He hit the man in front. The levels concept did not work. 13 seconds in a dream. You gotta try and get in yam range with this play. You gotta think. Where's Kofi Garnett when you need him? Thad just dumps that short. You gotta get out of bounds. He does. He doesn't! He doesn't! The clock is running! Lil Puckett, what did you do? 000! Tennessee's gonna win the division! Somehow the defense got him down. And barring disaster for the Volunteers, Tennessee is going to the SEC championship game. They have a couple games left against mediocre opponents, but that should do it. So with a mediocre quarterback, Tennessee is going back to the SEC championship game, most likely. They have the tiebreaker over Auburn, now a 4-point victory. And folks, that is a cover for Tennessee on the 3-point spread. An insane BearCave here today, folks. 76% of the money, and it is not over yet. If you want to see action, if you want to see savagery, we got the Big 12 South on the line. Coming up between Baylor and Texas Tech, you got Garrett Gamara facing the backup quarterback for Baylor, Julian Bexley, Husky Boyle. They lost last week, so it opened the door. 40-36 is your final. Logan Bronner gets a touchdown for Coach Fye when he watches this back. And, man, the kickoff return for the touchdown is the difference. Benji Brown, man. Marquise Hampton, 4 touchdowns on the day. Dennis Martell. Keaton Long slug. 3 TFLs for BB. Jack's Joker. They get 3 total sacks. The interception, Jaleel Clark. Like I'm saying, dude, this defense is absolutely stacked to the brim. And for Auburn, Thad Russell, 17 for 30, 257, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Booz in 134 and 2 TDs. And so now they're going to have to win out and hope for an at-large bid, most likely. 3 TFLs for George Jude, the sack for Eric Sanders, no interceptions, couple deflections, and that will do it. So Booz and Hampton, Sanders, and Long Slug. And a Tennessee cover. All right, and as is tradition here on BearCave, before we get on out of here, let's make sure we simmed every game. Then we'll check out next week. So this is our game day here. Coming up next, battle most likely for the division. Every other game has been simmed. Week 13 next week. We got UTEP and Texas Tech. UTSA, LA Tech. Colorado, Oklahoma. Both 7-3. That's a fun one. Some very fun user games on the slate. Maryland, Florida State is fun. Iowa State, Baylor is a clash. Probably a... I mean, this will be a must-win for Baylor. And this is a must-win for Boston College. So some very interesting matchups. See some good potential for next week's game day. BYU Washington, always a good one. And, oh, Bryce Beers taking on USC. That's going to be a big-time one. So Tennessee just has to go through Kentucky. So, yeah, that'll be Shirley. And then we got the big game. So Stanford's going to have to come up clutch, or Cal will likely win that division. And the Heroes game. Talk about a game for a division. Both 8-2, both 6-1 in conference. Love when the Heroes game matters. Jay Jettis tries to take down Ohio State. All right, so that will do it for the BearCave stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so for a game day between Baylor and Texas Tech. Thank you guys to anybody who subscribes, supports the channel, checks out the Croakers. It means a lot to me. I love doing this. Want to keep doing this. So thanks for all the love. We'll see you in